6:41 in the morning, and Miles is still resting. Him and Reese have been sleeping in more, which I can't really complain about because it has allowed me to get more rest, even though I tend to still look completely unrested. But little Reese likes to still wake up around 6:30 in the morning, so him and I have just been spending some quality time together and just kind of slowly waking up to the day. So I have been in my for such a long time because I 100% have postpartum anxiety. On August 3rd, I had literally the worst panic attack I've ever experienced in my entire life, meaning that I woke up in the morning, I felt normal, not anxious or anything, and then I had breakfast, and I laid the kids down for their nap that day, and then I sat on the sofa, and then out of nowhere I felt like nauseous. I had a really bad headache, my heart was pounding extremely fast, I even threw up at one point, and I went to sit down on the couch, and literally I could feel like my feet, my hands, my legs, my arms, everything just completely like seized up. Like I couldn't even move my body physically. And my husband had just come back in the house for work, thankfully, and he called the ambulance, and I was rushed to the ER, like literally freaking out, thinking that I was going to have a heart attack or a stroke. And my heart rate was at like 120, my blood pressure was like through the roof, and they ran some tests on me and everything came back 100% normal, not like any mineral issues or deficiencies or, you know, any signs of a stroke or a heart attack, nothing like that. So I was completely and 100% diagnosed with postpartum anxiety, and since then I have been extremely, and I mean extremely anxious, to the point where I ended up going to the hospital a second time because I just like could not get my heart rate to calm down or to just relax in general, and I felt like I was going to faint. And since then, my midwife prescribed me with Zoloft, which is basically like an antidepressant drug that's supposed to help with postpartum depression and anxiety. But that medication literally made me feel physically ill to the point where I had no appetite whatsoever. I couldn't fall asleep because I was still having heart palpitations and jittery. I wasn't able to relax, and like I just felt like, just picture the worst morning sickness you could ever experience, that times 10. Like the medicine made me that sick, except my body like didn't feel the urge to throw up, it just felt sick. And even after they prescribed me Zofran to help with the nausea for that medication, I was still physically ill and not able to sleep. So I've literally had the longest 2 weeks of my life, like in and out of the hospital. I'm no longer taking the Zoloft because like it was making me feel so terrible, and overall just trying to get myself just back together. And it has been a complete struggle, and like I've never experienced anxiety to the point where I was physically paralyzed by it. And I'm sorry, I know my makeup looks crazy because I just had a therapist session crying. But yeah, I've never experienced this type of anxiety in my life, and it is the worst feeling ever. I wish that I had more to say, more to do, or to tell you guys for 5 months postpartum, but at this rate, like anything that I would mention doesn't even seem important. You know, outside the fact that Reese is adorably cute, and getting stronger and stronger every single day, and pushing up on his arms with like straight arms and trying to get onto all fours already because he's just so eager to crawl. But I feel like my channel is a little bit neglected, but it's solely because I have to put myself first. And I will be sure to keep you guys updated on everything that's going on and just how I'm feeling and how I'm working through this postpartum anxiety. So thank you guys so much for just the love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next video, whenever that is.